Was Caesar a great scholar as well as a great general? There were many accounts that suggest he was. Cicero, in his Brutus, while discussing famous raiders, says he does not believe Caesar was inferior to any of them. He praises Caesar for having an elegant, noble, and magnificent style of eloquence. In his youth, Caesar seems to have chosen Strabo Caesar as a model, and from Strabo's oration on behalf of the Sardinians, he copied several passages directly into his own work, Divination. The history I am discussing here is taken from Suetonius' The 12 Caesars, specifically the part that deals with Caesar's identity as a learned man. I have made more videos on Caesar that cover different parts of his life, and while they connect, this video can be understood on its own. It focuses on Caesar as a man of learning, a skilled orator, his views on political and religious events, and what ultimately led to the conspiracy against him. Many speeches falsely attributed to Caesar exist, such as those supposedly given by Quintus Metilius. According to Suetonius, Augustus believed those were written by others. However, we do have Caesar's own commentaries on his campaigns in Gaul and during the civil war with Pompey. Cicero, in Brutus, as reported by Suetonius, says that Caesar wrote these commentaries in a way that deserves great praise. They are clear, precise, and elegant, without any showy rhetorical flourishes. Hirtius praises Caesar's commentaries, saying that they were so clear and widely admired that future historians felt discouraged from writing about the same events. But Asinius Pollio criticized them for being rushed and inaccurate. He claimed Caesar left out important facts either on purpose or because he forgot them. Besides the commentaries, Caesar wrote other works, a book on grammar or on analogy, a poem called The Journey, an argument against Cato, who was the famous Stoic philosopher, and letters to the Senate written in a continuous format without the usual breaks. He also used coded letters in private, where each letter has shifted forward in the alphabet. Caesar may have written more in his youth, a tragedy about Oedipus, and a book of famous sayings, and a praise piece on Hercules, but Augustus later banned these from being published. Caesar ignored superstition. Once, when a sacrifice showed bad omen, he still went ahead with his military plans. He even had a strange horse with split hooves that looked like human toes. He bred and trained it himself, and no one else could ride it. Soothsayers said it was a sign of world domination. Caesar believed it and built a statue of the horse at the temple of Venus Genetrix. It is said and told to us that he gradually grew increasingly arrogant and scornful of Roman traditions. According to Titius Ampius, he once said the Republic was just an empty name and mocked Sulla for giving up his dictatorship. He acted as if his words alone was law. Even when told that a sacrificed animal had no heart, considered a very bad omen, he brushed it off, claiming omens would always favor him and that animals without hearts weren't unusual. One of Caesar's great insults to the Senate happened when he received them sitting down at the temple of Venus Genetrix. As they brought him honors, some said he tried to raise but was stopped by Cornelius Albus. Others claimed he refused to get up and glared at Turbatius, who told him to show respect. His arrogance became even more obvious when the tribune Pontius Aquila refused to stand as Caesar passed by during a triumph. Caesar shouted, "Then take my power away, Aquila." For days afterwards he mocked the tribune by saying, "If Pontius Aquila allows it." whenever someone asked him for a favor. Later, while returning from the Latin festival, to cheers from the crowd, someone placed a laurel crown wrapped in a white ribbon, a symbol of royalty, on a statue of Caesar. The tribune Epidus Mariulus and Flavius removed the ribbon and arrested the man. Caesar was angry either because people might think he had planned it or because he missed the chance to publicly reject the crown. He scolded the tribunes and removed them from office. From then on, many suspected he wanted to become king. When people called him king, he replied, "I am Caesar, not a king." At the Lupercalia festival, Antony repeatedly tried to crown him in public, but Caesar kept turning it down and eventually sent the crown to the Capitol as an offering to Jupiter. Still, rumors spread that he planned to remove the government to Alexandria or Troy, increasing taxes in Italy, and rule Rome through his allies. It is also rumored that Lucius Cotta, a priest in charge of the Sibylline books, wanted to suggest in the Senate that Caesar be made king because the oracles said the Parthians could only be defeated by a king. Fearing that this proposal might soon be passed, the conspirators decided to act quickly. They stopped meeting in secret and started gathering openly since public anger at Caesar was growing, both in private circles and among the people. So far, I tried to explore Caesar's story from his identity as a man of learning to the political shifts that began to form around him. His death, which I will cover in the next video, is one of the most famous in history, especially as dramatized by Shakespeare. Even so, we have a significant amount of historical effort aimed at preserving what really happened. As is often the case, the death of a great man gives rise to powerful historical traditions. I will end this video here. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.